I be so sick of you niggas, you're contradicting. I be so bold myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, said when you around me. Treat me like water while you play me out. Arguments, you air me out. Tripping about you.
3, 2, 1. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're an old savvy, you know that your love and support really means a lot to me. So happy 2025. We've officially entered the chat and it's such a blessing, guys. It's such a blessing because I know most people weren't able to see 2025, so huge shout out to God for that. And yeah, I'm not a new year, new year, same me. Still back on the story times. Today we're back with another one. We are back with another one. Like, why do these bitches keep playing with me? Like, even on the worst part, this is a grown-ass woman. Today's story time is gonna be on how my high school teacher basically used to have beef with me. Like, I don't know what is wrong with her. Like, why what like what goes on in your head as an adult, or comparing yourself to like a child? Like, I'm literally a child. Like, I'm literally 18 turning 19 this year. She's damn near almost 30 in her late 20s. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would I come? Anyways, Heidi. So it all started when January, yeah, can really register teacher, right? Okay, fine, babe. Like, she was my register teacher. We used to get along because she used to teach me, I think, maths. Yeah, maths in grade 9. We used to get along. But suddenly, when I got to grade 12, that bitch didn't like me. She did not like me. She didn't like me. Not one bit. Okay, fine. It started when, like, obviously, like, okay, fine. I know it's wrong and, like, it's a violation of the school's code of conduct to be wearing, like, mini skirts and stuff like that. But, like, come on. Like, probably, like, 70% of the girls in our class had, like, mini skirts. And she'd always be on, like, she chooses who to tell, who to know, you know what, you're like, your skirt is short. But then, okay, she did that for a while. But then I feel like she was picking on me the most. Even my friends told me that. Like, even the people that were in the class with were like, why is she always picking on you? I'm like, girl, I don't know. Like, she'd always tell me about my skirt. And I was like, that time I understood, because obviously, like, it's wrong. I cannot be like, no, get right, wrong. Because it's wrong. Okay, that is wrong. But then why specifically babang osaba botse? And I was like, okay, now I don't have a problem changing my skirt, but like, why babang we? Like, that is my chat. Like, why babang osaba botse? Why? I feel like this whole thing is bias. Huh? No, you know too much. She kept giving me demerits and stuff. I didn't care because I didn't care. Like, I literally didn't care. The year went on, and okay, eventually, I think it was later that year. I get a bit no, it was last year, guys. Later during the year, I eventually changed my skirt and then started wearing pants to school. Then she started complaining about something else. You know what? My pants are too tight. Bitch, first of all, like, you said to me my skirt was too short. I changed my skirt and now you're telling me my pants are too tight. Like, oh, like, okay, really uniform. I was not stunning that. Like, I was not stunning none of that. I was like, okay, whatever. Okay, fine, shop. The year went on. Like, came third term, I think. Third term, yeah. Term 3. Where she really took it upon herself to make my life in class hell. I felt like she was doing the absolute most for what I don't know, for what I do not know. But then this is when it really started. Like, this is when I almost got her fired, because you're not about to play with me like that. Like, you are not about to play with me like that. Like, what the fuck do you think this is? This other day she was like, okay, no Tonya, guys, it is winter. No, winter in time 2 3. I think I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but I think it is term 2. Yeah, so it started at term 2. Wow, it actually dragged out longer than I thought. Term 2, I guess. So it is winter, obviously it's cold. I've been to other classes and stuff like that, like inside class. registered. It's in the 4th period, after 4th period, I think, yeah. It used to be after 4th period. So obviously Google Tonya. So I was like, okay. I arrived first, I think. Yeah, no, I definitely did arrive first. I was the first one to get to class. There was no one in class. So I was like, you know what, like let me stand on the balcony. And when I was standing there waiting for people to get in so that like the conductor at least they didn't make it different because there was a bit of sunlight. Sorry if I'm talking too fast, but like there was a bit of sunlight coming from like one line. So I'm just standing there, you know, minding my own business. Hey, tap on my shoulder. I'm like, yeah, this other girl, I'm listening then. I'm like, okay, shut. Hey, Gazana. Hey, yo. Yeah, now I'm going to young boshella. Now I'm going to like, guys, for you, I guess, mahala. And some like, when I pila we put sorry, I'm like, oh no, sorry, oh, she's like, oh, suddenly princess wants I'm like, okay, all that for what? You think when are you all there, you're not. There are a bunch of, yes, you're pretty, but there are a bunch of pretty girls in this class. I can count a few too. You can't beat you cannot want to beat you, especially. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. I wasn't standing it too. Like I was like, okay, like when I thought Oksala, you know that I'm shit, like I'm the shit, like I don't care. She's on some like yeah, it's in pretty girls only. I'm talking about pretty girls with fat asses. I'm like,
Stop. What do you mean by that?
Okay, so what does my body have to do with this? And whole time, guys, I swear, if my classmates are watching this video, they know I didn't say anything. I didn't respond to anything. I was just like, and the more I kept quiet, the more like she was like getting more irate like with me. I was like, okay. I didn't even say okay. I was just like sitting there listening to her. The more the more and some like, yeah, the better girls in here with fat asses too. I'm like, okay. So that like and stuff like that, like it was people were laughing. They were saying how could I sing? I was like, oh, all that for embarrassing. I don't care, like I genuinely don't care. But hey, how about some hitler if I live at Banzanella, popular and I'm like, I also don't know. I also do not know. But then you know what? And then after 2 weeks, I think, I was walking, guys. I was walking, I just get to already headset that's like, what do you want? So I'm wearing my headphones on my way to assembly. Obviously, if you had that body trouble, as I was walking there, she took them. I'm literally walking like with my friends. We are walking to the assembly venue. Assembly point. No, Aditya can say, oh, please, you're violating. Even you're not gonna get them back. You're gonna get them back at the end of the year. I'm like, but then you could have told me who Hunzi had said, and then it bothers you that much. Oh, like you could have left me. Then, well, it's well in your right to take them. No, Aditya, that pissed me off. I cannot like, that pissed me the fuck off. And already like during that time I was going through a lot personally at home. So like I was just so overwhelmed. Had said like I didn't want to talk to anyone. Like I just zoned out in my own space. Just didn't want to so I just zoned out. And like her doing that, like she just got me at my breaking point. That got me mad for real. When I was in class, she said something like yeast infection, like in her life. Yeast infection like the period I took that. Okay, it's fine. Sharp. Okay, wait. Like I'm gonna get out of your life anyways soon. Once I sharp. Okay, back to assembly. Like, I just cried. Like, I cried. I thought, like, because at this point, I'm not only crying for you. I have my own problems too. And like, so you doing that just like, oh, really on the verge of breaking, and it just broke me. Like, that's okay, guys. Be kind to people because you never really know what people are going through. And like, we're not just doing a minor thing. Moto ano blower out. You don't know what's the cause of that. So yeah, she was like, here she goes again, being dramatic. I'm like, now that's it for today. No, that's it. Like, I'm done with her. I'm so done with her. After assembly, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna report everything she's been doing to me this whole year. I went to go officing. Obviously go officing banzeri serious. Absolutely not. Do you think they did? No, they didn't. You know why? Because obviously, like, okay, I don't blame them honestly for not liking me go school my teacher, because I used to be a menace to society in school. Like, if you go to school with me, if you used to go to school with me, you know, I was never in class. The only time I was in class was when we were writing a test. So many people didn't like, many teachers didn't like me because of that. Like, I was a bad child. But aside, when I tell you something as a principal, you should take it seriously. I cannot, just because I do things doesn't mean I deserve to be treated like this or something. Like, Lena, I deserve the same treatment as other learners I get here. One time I went to the office. I was like, yeah, mama. Let's give her a name, Petty. We're gonna call her Petty because she was so petty. I was like, so Miss Petty was like, she did this, and my principal was like, obviously pretending like she's listening to me and she understands. She's like, and so Chomzaka, people know that she's a very rude teacher, but then like on time, so I brought in witnesses and I was like, she didn't only do this to me, she's doing this to other learners too. One time, obviously get chums out as well, and then like we do the bad things together. So obviously seeing that it's like a bunch of rotten apples telling you about, like, she was not taking us seriously, she was not studying, none of that. Like, she was like, okay, let me call her in. I was like, yes. When she got in, they were like, ma'am, these allegations against you, Miss Patty, and she was like, the principal was like, okay, you can talk. I explained the whole story. You know what that bitch did? Oh, I don't like her. Like, she denied everything. She said, yeah, she was referring to the whole class, apparently. But yet, even RCLs, like the representatives of the class, were on my side. They were like, you know what, like, not a mukuile, like, we did hear her. And I was like, can I please call them then? Because my parents was like, no, there's no need for that. And I was like, okay. So I explained that story. No one was taking me seriously. I even cried, bro. When I was crying, she was like, oh, you know what Miss Petty said? She was like, what's one? I was like, you don't even know why I'm crying. You don't know why I'm crying. Like, I have things that I'm going through currently. She was like, yeah. And there are a bunch of learners in the school that are going through things. So we're not going to take your case seriously because we're not going to send you to like, choke me so I can die. Like, why? And I was like, seriously. And I reported her, and my principal was like, you know what, like, okay, hey mama, she was like, you know what, since there are many allegations of this teacher, not even to her, like, but I went to a complaint of she's like insulting them, she's not professional, she's not what they, there are cameras in our class and in our classes, and she was like, okay, if you remember the day she said specifically to you that, like, infection, like telling you inappropriate things, like, please tell me that date, and then we're gonna search my camera, and then we're gonna find that footage, we're gonna use it to your advantage, and then get her fired or something, or do something about this matter. I was like, how am I supposed to remember that? Like, how? Like, that happened so long ago. Guys, if never as seriously as they say they were, but go through footage of the whole okay, not the whole month, that's too excessive, the past 2 weeks, because I calculated the date specifically one time. So no, they were like, unfortunately there's nothing we can do about it unless, like, you know, you give us the date. Like, this bitch won. No, she won. Like, she won because, like, I have a memory of a chicken. Like, she, like, na kopole selo na la bona go mpotsa selo no ko se lebala o mpotsa selo no re le montle ke tsaka gate go hae se tswile. Nah, that's the type of person I am. I forget. So unfortunately nothing was done about that. All she got was called to the office. That's all, literally, that's all. But then I hope karma gets to her, because only God knows what her problem with me was. Even body shaming a student, like, okay, I don't have S, you don't have a husband, so your husband just broke up with you because us charger, so I never said none of that, so one line. Like, I didn't say any of that. Why would you do that? Like, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you get notified each time a girl posts. Yeah, other than that, love you guys, bye.